It's your boy, man, Basketball Mall. We rocking out right here with Media Links, man. Just did a dope interview. Y'all stay tuned for that, man. We're gonna catch y'all young East Side legends, East Side goats right here. Hey, man, we on our way.
Media Leaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another wonderful rendition of Media Leaks. We are live on set in the studio with the one and only Soldier Boy, aka Jamal, aka Basketball Mall, bro.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
blessing to have you.
Yes,
Long
sir.
time coming for the
Blessing
show.
to be here, bro.
I got so many different topics I want to just get to with you, bro. Everywhere from how you got your start, high school, your inspirations, all the way to you ever thinking that you would be in the position that you in, you know, playing ball overseas, inspiring so many different people, so many different accolades. You got your own brand going on, bro. Like all this, and just a lot, bro. Like I swear to God, like I'm inspired by you, you know, just knowing what you come from, you know. So we're gonna get off into all
Man,
that.
same with you though, man. Same with you. I'm
Love.
inspired by this, man. The brand, everything you got going on, the platform you provide for people to tell their story and everything. Like, bro, this is huge, bro. Like, we need that, and we need it raw, uncut, just like this, because we need to show the world what's real and how we really, you know, came up. We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. It's the real, man. It's the real, and I love that, bro, and I appreciate that.
You came up on the east side of Chicago,
Yeah.
born and raised. Talk to them a little bit. Let them know like what that experience was like, what childhood was like, and you know some of your inspirations as far as hooping and knowing this is something you wanted to do. And
So for me, growing up, I was a late bloomer, so I didn't know that I wanted to play ball. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I saw where my family was and how my family is, and I knew that I wanted to do something different. I knew I ain't want to be a gangster. Basically, I knew I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this for my whole life. I come from here now, I ain't want to do this. So shit, starting off, man, I used to, you know, I played football, I used to flip. I got into boxing. I used to just navigate through things. But the one thing that could keep me focused was basketball, because I was naturally good at football. I was naturally good at other things, flipping. You know, I was naturally good at other stuff, which it was a gift and a curse, because now that the fact that I was naturally good at it, I didn't have to put time or focus into it. You know what I'm saying? So I could go hang with my friends and do this and that or whatever, and then come back to this. But once I met basketball, once it was basketball, it was like, damn, I got to actually get better. Like, I was ass. And the only reason I started hooping because all my friends was hooping, for real. All my friends was hoopers. And my best friend at the time, soon he kept talking me in, trying to talk me into playing. So for me, that was the one sport I couldn't, you know, I wasn't confident in. I was nervous every time I played it. Bro, I used to be nervous as hell, bro. I used to have butterflies. I was one of those, like, every single shot I take, I'm praying to go in, because if it miss, I'm like, they gonna say something. I used to really think I was hard on myself, bro, but I wasn't confident at all. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't confident with basketball. I used to have a real bad temper with basketball. People trash talk me. I want to fight, because I know that's, all right, look, I can fight, I can't play ball. You know, so my temper used to be like that with basketball, because I couldn't do nothing. So we had a guy, Curtis Jones. That was for young kids hooping, that was like the protege. We watching CJ for real. Like, yo, he going to all the camps, all the hoop shoes, all that. And he cold, he can hoop. We all watching CJ though. You know what I'm saying? So we all trying to model ourselves kind of after CJ. And Darius Caston, which is top guard. You know what I'm saying? After seeing him lock Mike Powell up, and they named him top guard, 6th grader. 7th grader, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that, I'm like, okay, that's those real basketball players. You know, they ain't just hooping, those real, like, they can play. Yeah, they can really. And then I got some of my friends that can play. They can play, but I'm like, no,
is it a difference between playing and being locked into it?
Yeah, for sure. So like even now I see it. Like it's guys that play in some semi-pro leagues or play in certain leagues, you know what I'm saying? And they can hoop. They good enough to play overseas, good enough to play in the league. But it's what they doing after they leave the gym. You feel? Are you eating the right things? Are you working out? Are you, it's the extra stuff. Are you staying out the way? How often are you partying? Are you drinking water? You know what I'm saying? Are you stretching, conditioning? Are you hitting the weights? And that's what separate, that's what separate the levels of things. And for CJ, he set the blueprint kind of, because we were seeing the extra work he putting in, the push-ups and all that kind of stuff. So you like, damn. So I kind of was like, man, I want to get better. I want to hoop. And that was something I had to like, that was something that kept me focused and kind of distracted me from the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
When we, a lot of fans might not know, we went to the same high school. Whenever I saw you, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I saw you, I saw basketball.
Yeah.
I always saw you with your homies you hoop with. Salute to all those, Mike, Gaston, Marcus. Salute to all y'all. Every time I saw you, you was down there dribbling the ball, bro. So it's like, at that level, at that time, who were some of your favorite players in the NBA? Who did you look up to and why?
I always looked up to Kobe. Kobe hard, bro. Because Kobe for me, yeah. And he was the first person. So like, when I first started hooping, that's what I thought. Even with CJ and them, I'm thinking like, yo, this is just some God gifted shit. How is they so much better than us? We all the same age. Man. You know what I'm saying? And I really thought basketball, I'm like, yo, that's just like a gift. You know what I'm saying? But as I started to love it myself and I started to analyze players and look at players, so a lot of people don't know, Magic Johnson was my first favorite player. Okay. And that's because he played the game with a smile on his face. All the time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I used to have butterflies. So seeing somebody play the game with a smile on their face is kind of like, okay, I kind of want to, I like that. But the thing that stuck out most with me and made Cole my favorite is he made me believe I can actually outwork somebody and become better than them. You know what I'm saying? Like he showed me that, oh shit, I ain't got to start just as good as him. He might slip. He might be doing 2 workouts a day. So if I can do 4 a day for the next 3 years, I'm going to catch his ass and, you know what I'm saying, but I got to keep doing it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So he's the first ever NBA player that I looked at and was like, oh shit, God didn't just give him the time. He really worked for that shit. And he wanted it, you know what I'm saying? And that was my mindset with ball, like, you know what I'm saying? Even coming in the South Shore, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I wasn't it was Marcus, Pierre. Yep. We remember Marcus, Pierre. Yep. Them, and we looking at them like, oh, how's they? Because remember, Marcus is coming in that motherfucker windmilling, Pierre straight bucket, bully ball, all that.
I remember Gaston put me on Marcus for me to guard one time, and I just got so frustrated because I feel like I couldn't do nothing.
You like, bro.
I tried, I'm just like,
how these niggas that much advanced? Why are they advanced like that? You know what I'm saying?
I do this,
So you looking like, yo, why the fuck are they advanced like that? Man. And then in my building, I got my boy Ron. Yep. 6'5" point guard. Just like Magic Johnson. And he hooped with a smile on his face and he goofy. I'm like, bro, how the fuck are they that gifted? How are they that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and you see what they doing, like when they leave the gym and this. Yeah, Marcus might be in the hood cooling it. Ron in the hood cooling. We might hoop a little more, but ain't nobody really working on their game. Ain't nobody doing no drills and that. So I can only imagine if our generation had that. You know, I just wanted it bad enough for myself that I'm going to keep doing the extra and the extra and the extra. But if we had what a lot of this generation has now, a bunch of trainers or a bunch of coaches like seeing us and pushing us to do something, waking us up, hey, this weekend we at the gym training, we doing this and that.
Like literally
pushing you to do.
You gotta get up, come on.
Man, bro, a lot of us, cause like, and I be trying to tell people like, yo, why I still play with that fire and that temper. Like I'm the one that I wasn't supposed to, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't looked at as, oh, he's going pro. Yeah, everybody knew I hooped and I love basketball, but then nobody looked like, yeah, he the one going pro. That's the one going for it. That's the one going for it. So I had to outwork a lot of motherfuckers and become that one. But if it wasn't for Kobe, bro, I don't think I ever would have did. Because he really made me believe that I can work to get better. You feel me? Like I can work to get better.
When he left us, how did that impact you?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I cried for a week straight.
I dropped a few.
I cried for a week straight, bro.
It's like, how can this person that inspires so many people literally just be wiped from the earth? Like just took away. Like it's just like somebody took a thumb and just smudged them away. Like
bro,
it's crazy. Like,
so when it first happened, cause we had media day. We had media day when it happened, and when it first happened, we just like, I'm like, man, that shit ain't real. Cause my teammates text the group chat, hey Kobe died. So I'm like, hey man, stop playing with me. Yeah. And my teammates specific, you know, hey Maul, Kobe died, cause they know how much I love Kobe. Yeah. So that's how I'm like, hey, bro, stop playing with me. Then you see the Twitter and all that pop up. Then you click on the TV. That shit really felt like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't one of those that like, remember when we was younger and Michael Jackson passed? And we probably was looking at like our grandparents and our aunties and mama and them like, yo, y'all really like crying and y'all don't know this, man. You know,
like they lost somebody they knew.
When Kobe died, that's when I understood that.
Everybody talk about Mike, and I'm not like all salute to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But Kobe Bryant was our Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
That's facts.
Exactly. That was our Mike. You know what I'm saying? That was the Mike for me, bro. So it was like when that happened, it kind of put me in another mind state too, as far as like attacking the game a different way. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like it rubbed me up to be a better player. You know what I'm saying? Like I started attacking the game a different kind. I'm not gonna accept nothing less for myself. I ain't gonna let nobody put a ceiling on me or nothing. If I feel like I can go out here and stop you from scoring, and I can score 40 on your ass, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being conservative kind of, I'm gonna share this and that. No, fuck that. I wanna win. I still ain't won a championship yet, bro. I'm 28 in my career. I ain't won no championship yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe my favorite player. Kobe is one of my favorite people. I ain't got a ring yet. And this who I'm modeling myself. This who I look up. So I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Something gotta change.
You had,
you know what I'm saying?
These opportunities paved the way for you to go overseas to Africa. What was that experience like? And when you see other people and other cultures versus wanting to be from here or whatever the case is, wanting to be from somewhere that they don't really know anything about. It's all perception and what they see in the media on TV. Like seeing this along with other coaches and everything, how did it affect you? You know, stepping outside of.
So really, one thing I can say about where we grew up, how we grew up. If we didn't learn anything, we learned how to survive.
That's facts.
We know how to survive. And we know how to pay attention to our surroundings. Mm-hmm. So I feel like anywhere I go, that helps me go a long way. You know what I'm saying? That helps me go a long way. But man, I just embrace, bro. I always embrace the journeys. Like I know it's gonna be something different, probably. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'll be excited about it for real. Cause I just be so excited to see, let me see what's different. Everywhere I go, I gotta go to the ghetto. Everywhere I go, I love to go to the ghetto, the hood, because I want to see what's the difference. And everywhere got a ghetto, everywhere got a hood, everywhere got kids like us that just want to grow up and make it out. So I love to go to all those areas and see what's the difference in, you know what I'm saying, what they being taught that we wasn't taught, or how as we moving that they wasn't moving. Because you know what I'm saying, a lot of places don't have the survival instincts that we got. Mm-hmm. But we don't care a lot. We don't show the love that a lot of places show. Like I watch some of these kids, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, like how we was just talking about, you know, a funeral being shot up, or the norm in Chicago. It's normal for us to fight at a funeral, or a funeral to get shot up or something. That's normal.
See somebody getting shot, or somebody get killed.
That's normal.
Like it's like, oh man, this sucks, and it's back to regular
normal.
programming. Like, wait a minute, like y'all just see this and walk away, or like this is just the norm? No.
Normal, you know what I'm saying? But when we go to other places, man, what's normal to them, it's like, you're like, yo, where did we go wrong? So like, I'm 28 now. 3 years ago, me and my best friend was having a talk. My son was 5 at the time. He's 8 now. His daughter was what? 13 at the time, like 16 now. We just having to talk because we watching our kids. And you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, my son standing next to his daughter, and we just sitting there thinking like, yo, you know the way we grew up wasn't normal. No. And we thought it was normal. So when I left Chicago, you know I struggled in college, bro. I've been to 5 different schools. I've been kicked out of schools, bro, from the coach. My teammates going to talk to the coaches. Man, coach, we don't, because they didn't understand me, and I didn't understand I didn't have to be in survival mode, bro. I'm in survival mode. Everything is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to tone down. My first ever party in college. Tell you a funny story. First ever party in college. I'm a freshman in college. I'm in a junior college. I'm there with D1 transfers. Some of these guys, 22, 23. I'm 18 years old, fresh out of high school in college. Man, we go to a party. Some words going back and forth. We don't know nothing. I know who I came in the party with. I came in with my teammates. I see a guy pushing my teammate, just push my teammate. The first thing I do is reach over the crowd and hit him. The whole time, this guy's his cousin. So now they looking at me like, you crazy. Like, I'm just like, bro, that's that. You know that. We in the party all together somewhere. We don't know nobody.
And
I reacted. That's all we did. You know what I'm saying? And I was still stuck in that mind state. Or the fact that somebody will say something to you on the court. Yo, soft ass. Motherfucker say that to you in Chicago. What? Something else might be coming with that too. Yeah. So you got to be on. Man, I'm hearing that in Frederick, Maryland at school. And then reacting in the Chicago manner. My coaches over there looking at me. Yo, what are you? He called you soft. You like, no, man, I ain't soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I beat your ass. That's what we slap motherfuckers for that. We fight over that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that shit not normal, bro. The way we grew up on that type of time, just the survival instinct. Like, you see these other little kids, bro, they ain't thinking how we thinking.
No, they not.
And then when I'm holding my friends accountable in college, as far as, I'm holding my friends here. You know what I'm saying? My friends here never let me walk to school by myself, or if they ride past in the car, they gonna honk at me and keep going. But then I'm looking at my friends at school do that, and they like, I gotta remember that we didn't grow up the same way.
So when you see someone that wants to be where we're from, and the funny thing is, we in the hood and we trying to make it out, or we trying to make something of ourselves. So when you run into individuals who like, man, woo, I'm trying to be on what y'all on. I want to be. You don't know shit about where we from.
You don't know nothing about where we from. Nothing about it for real, bro.
You don't know about nothing.
You just listen to the songs.
That's what I'm saying.
You just listen to the songs and you think that shit sounds cool.
You paint your own picture.
You paint your own and you think that shit sounds cool. And you think these are some of the most respected people at the crib. You know, some of these motherfuckers can't even come to the crib and walk down the street.
That's real. Safely.
But these are the motherfuckers you want to be. This who you want to be.
We trying to get away.
We trying to get away.
We got our kids and shit we trying to get away from. Like,
but people listen to the music and think it's cool, and I'll be like, bro, you really don't want to live in that. I have to tell people every time when I'm on the court, because they look at me like I'm crazy or my hunger and shit like that. I'm like, listen, bro, I've been on the way to a gym and had to duck gunshots before. I done had a group fight on the way to the gym, and then when we got out the gym, we about to go fight another group. So guess what? When we in that gym, we really appreciate those moments. We cherish that time. Because guess what? We know we safe in here. Nothing's about to happen, and we can let out anything we going through at home. Anything we going through at home or on the streets or anything. We know shit. We might get shot at when we leave out this motherfucker. But while we in here, we let our hair down. Let's have fun.
But you said basketball has been a form of like therapy in a way.
Exactly. Yeah. Therapy, you know, and it brings people together. It brings certain people together, you know what I'm saying? Because I done met people from poverty-stricken areas, New York, D.C. I got best friends from all these areas, you know what I'm saying? But we see eye to eye on that kind of level. Right then I had to understand that everybody don't come from where we come from. So even in the business world, like even in what you doing now, every director, every interviewer, every podcaster, all that. Everybody not gonna come from where we come from.
No, they not.
So sometimes you're not gonna be able to sit down and have these conversations with everybody. Sometimes you're gonna have to be able to articulate differently.
That's real. That's
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
That's very
And I
real.
had to learn that even being a teammate. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to talk to you. Hey, come on, bro. You playing like you on some soft ass shit. Let's go. And that might hype you up. All right, let's work, Ma. You right. But then the next person, if I talk to him like that, it might shut him down. Because he come from another place. And see, I used to call my teammates, y'all spoon fed, y'all soft, and this and that. Spoon fed, soft. But guess what? I just told myself this not even 48 hours ago. I had to come to the realization like, damn, I was actually wrong for even calling them that or being mad at them. Why am I mad at you? Because your parents did the right thing.
Media Leaks.